Locally, communities gathered to honor those who served. In Poplar Grove, the Vintage Wings and Wheels Museum hosted the family of a Pearl Harbor survivor. Jess Lipson was there. Jess, you got some insight into those who served during the attack.
Eric, I heard from the families of those who served. They shared stories and artifacts from the deadly attack. For two brothers, it's a mission to keep the memory of Pearl Harbor in the minds of everyone.
The mission of the Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors is to keep the memory of December 7th alive.
Bob and Eric Miller have spent the last few decades reminding people of what happened on December 7th, 1941. Their father, Clarence Miller, was 19 years old when he witnessed the attack firsthand.
He was a 19-year-old kid, and he's passed away now, and most of the survivors have passed away, but it's our job as sons and daughters to keep the memory going.
For decades, the brothers have shared their father's experience, but in recent years, they've also incorporated the memories of other survivors.
My dad belonged to an organization called the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association, and so we got to meet a lot of their other members of that group, and we started doing tributes to all of those veterans that we met along the way too. We want their families to remember, and we want everybody to remember them as well. It's not just about our dad, but we're trying to do as many survivors as we can. We've got several here this evening at the Sons and Daughters. It's great to see them.
Others in attendance shared their loved ones' stories too.
He was the first one to get the guns out, and he set up his guns and set up their big guns, big tripons.
They watched the Oklahoma turn over, and his buddy kept saying, "No, it's not turning over."
It makes me feel like I'm doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing in memory of my father. I want people to be educated about this.
Eric and Bob have spent their lives making sure the people who served Pearl Harbor never gets forgotten, a mission that Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor survivors strive to never stop, and that is to remind us of those attacks and those people that were lost. Eric?